Pwede mag-start? Start?
Tapos
gusto lang po namin malaman kung ano
Ay, oo nga pala.
karanasan po ninyo nung mga kabataan para po mas maging malinaw po sa ating mga kabataan yung pangalan po ni ng mga Marcos.
Ako'y maswerte na ako'y medyo malakas pa ngayon. Ako'y nagsilbi sa gobyerno mula pa noong 1958. Ako'y nasa specifically sa military. 38 years ako sa military, particularly sa Philippine Air Force. I was a military pilot. Nung panahon ni Marcos, naranasan ko lahat yan. And lahat ng sinasabi nila tungkol kay President Marcos, puro kasinungalingan, yung magnanakaw, diktador, lahat ng sinasabi nila. Experiences, I worked with the government during that time. And President Marcos, I have served from the time of Macapagal to Marcos to Cory to Ramos in the government. Even after retired, nagtrabaho sa civilian government. And comparing the accomplishments of all these presidents, President Marcos accomplished more than all other presidents combined. Wala nakagawa nun lahat ng ginawa niya. Yung pinag-ibigtangan nila ang magnanakaw, hindi rin totoo yun kasi I know, wala naman ninakaw sa President Marcos. Do you know that the budget ni Marcos during the 20 years is only around 486 billion and with that budget he accomplished so much. He built 20 power plants to include the nuclear power plant was not operated by Cory. All the dams and power plants that we have are built by Marcos. After him, not a single dam or was built. Okay, so he also built so many, established so many universities and colleges and schools, more than 100 nationwide. And it was on record. Okay, so he's a builder. Because we have a program of nation building. We have a national unity, national discipline, new society. And the development program niya is he wants to industrialize our country. In Philippines 2000, he started in 1980 hanggang 2000. We are supposed to be already a first world country. Even BBA was telling that had they not removed my father, we would have been first world country by year 2000. And that was in the program. That was in the NEDA book during the time. Because that was the subject of my study when I was taking up master's and doctorate. So, yung magnanakaw, palagi nila sinasabi sa mga blogs, Marcos never resolved. Because he's the richest person. Even long before, he was, and I know that, kasi yung gold niya is not a fantasy. He really has gold. Yung nasa basement ng kanya gold niya, a part was deposited in the central bank. And it was under his name, Marcos Gold. There were about 400 tons, if I remember right. Under the third level basement. I saw that. Kasi nakatupunta, papasok ako dun. And then yung mga gold certificate niya. Now, when yung sa Marcia doon na ini-issue, lahat ang nilalabas nila is about yung torture, pinahirapan, lahat, everything. And they claim biglang naging 10,000 yung they call themselves Marcia daw victim. During those years, they were arrested because they are communist or enemies of the state or communist supporter. So they are not victims. They were arrested because they are enemies of the state. Of course, pag iniresto ka, yung komunista ka, naka-incarcerate ka, i-interrogate ka. Because ang nag-interrogate, yung mga lower level interrogators, kung meron sa kanila nagpahirap, hindi kasalanan ni President Marcos yun. Ang kasalanan, yung nagpahirap at saka yung boss niya. Hindi yun ang patikip siya ng Marcos, diktador. Okay, diktador. When martial law was declared, we in the military did not take over the civilian functions. Walang military nag-take over sa governor, sa mayor, sa barangay captain. Not take over. Even the justices were kept intact. Walang pinalitan. What we participated in is to arrest all the enemies of the state. And then the president created military commissions. And only to try the enemies of the state, not yung mga ibang crimes, to help to declag. And then later on, we were given tasks to try yung mga minor crimes, to declag the courts, the civilian court. We are not taking over the civilian courts. I was a member of military commission during the time. Yung kay Aquino, it was assigned to military commission number 2, which is under, if I remember right, General Sihuko, ang chairman. So it's not about martial law. Martial law established discipline. If you ask, ito nakita sa mga vlog nyo, tatangay matatanda, matahimik ng panahon ni Marcos, pumunta na ng martial law. May disiplina ang mga tao. So he established a national discipline, the new society. A new society, meaning to establish discipline among people. We must learn how to follow the rule. A society of people who are disciplined, law-abiding, and cooperating with each other. So that's the aim of the new society. So what's wrong with that? And then yung wealth niya, sinabi niya magnanakaw, but FM was never proven. In a record that he plundered money from government. That's why, and when he was being charged by all these things, na magnanakaw, although I don't know the story, he was requesting ever since that he be allowed to go back to defend and explain himself lahat ng allegations. But the yellow government refused to let him go back to explain himself. No matter what, hanggang sa mamatay na siya. So what happened, they sa kanila sinakdal sa US. Because if they charge him here, wala na choice kundi pabalikin siya, criminal offense. So hindi pwede siya i-try nang hindi na ito yung accused. So ang hinablan lang nila rito, yung mga administrative civil cases lang. And none was proven, 900 plus cases, hindi na na-prove na nagnakaw si Marcos. So, that's the truth. That's itong record. Yung wealth niya was deposited sa Swiss banks. And probably you saw that in the commentary by Bel Tiangco. Pinakita niya yung in-interview na si First Lady. Ano kayo? Sure, these are all the documents that we have to prove we are not magnanakaw. Kami hindi nakawan. That's what First Lady said in the interview. And then when Maring Winnie Pasaway interviewed Imelda, siyempre, natanong niya doon sa yung kayamanan ni Marcos. Sabi niya, when we were married in Baguio and we went back to his house in San Juan, sabi ni Madam Marcos, ang una niya pinagdalan sa akin sa basement. 5 basement. Then, there were gold, 7,000 pounds of gold under the basement. And then even Maring Winnie even commented, oh, Di bumagsak na yun. Hindi, lupa na nga eh. Ba't bumagsak pa rin? Napahiya pa sa ating winner room. And that was, I was quoting yung sa TV show. So, this is what happened during period of 20 years of Marcos. He has done so much. Okay, sinasabi nilang wala kayong utang. Okay, our foreign debt during the time is about 26 or 28 billion. But pinuno niya ng project ang buong Pilipinas. He built 20 dams, schools, expressways, bridges, the San Juanico Bridge, the Pampanga Viaduct, and so many other projects that he built. Geothermal plants in Laguna, in Leyte, and even the dams and electric, hydroelectric, everywhere. So everything that they're telling Malos are all propaganda. Now, BBM, they're charging BBM tax evasion, but they're lying. BBM was never charged of tax evasion. If you read the Court of Appeals decision, she was only charged failure to file income tax return, which is not a tax evasion because he paid taxes. Kasi pag kami sa government, may automatic withholding tax na nakadeduct na yung tax. So, you did not evade tax. Kumilan, yun nga, administrative na yun yung pag-file mo ng game tax. Yung 82, 83, 84. Yung 85, possible yung mataas. Kasi at that time, nasa Hawaii sila, ayaw silang pabalikin. And if nandun sila ng February, April ang pahiling ng tax ng 85. Kasi hindi naman din niya makakuha. Before they return, sometime in the 90s, nakahanda na yung tax case nila. Talagang hinaharas na sila. You know how persecuted the Marcoses are. It's just from my experience. When Marcos was picked up by the Americans, helicopters in Malacanang other side, they're brought to the Clark. It was an understanding na dadalhin sila sa Ilocos. But from there, ito siya study device eh. Dating the time. Instead sa Ilocos, kung sila nila sa Hawaii. Nilanding sila muna sa Guam. From Guam,